Baseball fans, get ready because spring training has arrived. The defending World Series champion New York Yankees officially started training in Tampa yesterday as pitchers and catchers reported to Steinbrenner Field. Welcome to the WNBC studios at 30 Rockefeller Plaza in New York. I'm Harry Chickma. Good evening, guys. I'm here with a very special guest, one of the most famous news anchors of all time, Katie Couric.
Hi.
From the Today Show to the CBS Nightly National News. How do you like tennis? A lot of stuff going on in the world, but you came here to a tennis match. And the New York Jets are only 3 days away from their second-round postseason battle with the mighty San Diego Chargers. This week has been a milestone for his career. He entered the tournament 105 in the world, never winning a grass court match on the Pro Tour. Obviously, that is history now. He's on to the semifinals. Joined by my legendary colleague, Mary Carrillo, for yet another wonderful World Team Tennis Smash Hits event. Good evening, everyone. The fun in the sun continues for the Giants and Jets players competing in Sunday's Pro Bowl down in Miami, Florida. Joining us here, Phil Kessel, the heart and soul of the black and gold. So far, a great year for you guys. A very intimate setting there in the slow red clay courts. Tell me about the experience of playing in Paris. So coming from the Long Island area, putting the pinstripes on here in Tampa must be a great feeling. Here at the Grand Hyatt in New York City for the 30th annual Thurman Munson Awards ceremony. And their defensive end, Sean Ellis, was named to the AFC Pro Bowl team today. He replaces Robert Mathis from the Colts. Great event here. Sampras Fetter, your thoughts?
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I've been coming here for 40 years.
He has the one-handed backhand that struggles against the Nadal topspin.
Billie Jean King, thank you very much. The one and only here on NBC Sports Tennis.
I love this guy. Take care of him.
It was a battle between the worst and the first tonight as the Boston Celtics look to build on their lead in the Atlantic Division with a win over the last-place Nets. Good evening, Leaf and Katrina. A beautiful night for tennis. I'm here on the VIP deck, and people are excited, fans of all different ages here, ready to watch this great competition between two legends, John McEnroe and Martina Navratilova. Sources out of New York are reporting that former Buffalo Bills interim head coach Perry Fewell will be accepting the defensive coordinator position with the New York Giants against the big serving Australian Mark Philippoussis. And quite a match here alongside me, Jimmy Arias, who did face Jim Courier in the opening round, and it will be a tough one between these two finalists from last year. Thank you very much, Barry. Marty Fish, congratulations. A big victory onto your first Newport final. The defending World Series champion New York Yankees officially started training in Tampa yesterday as pitchers and catchers reported to Steinbrenner Field. Many of the big stars began to trickle in, including pitching ace CC Sabathia. Pinstripes manager Joe Girardi seemed to be in high spirits going from the snow-filled Bronx to sunny Florida. And with a World Series title under his belt, he seems to be confident.
You know, you look at 2010. What we did in 2009 was wonderful, but it all starts over.
Let's now talk about some basketball. The Nets and Heat were in the Garden State last night as New Jersey looked for its first two-game winning streak of the season. And it was a battle between the young big men last night. Second-year star Michael Beasley goes baseline and lays it in off the glass. Two of his team had 23 points and 11 rebounds. And the Nets rookie leader Brook Lopez answers the call with a double-double of his own. Count the hoop and the harm. Brooks scored 26 points, 10 boards, but it would not be enough. The Nets played well, but they end up losing 87-84. Their record falls to 5-49. The Islanders fighting with Pittsburgh last night. New York looking for their first two-game win streak in almost a month, and they had no answer for the Penguins' offensive attack. The Birds got a two-goal performance from Chris Kunitz. Pittsburgh prevails 3-1. Is your final. And the Prudential Center also beat the winter weather last night as the Devils hosted the Flyers. 45 seconds into the battle, Travis Zajac gets it past Michael Layton right through the 5-hole. That one trickles past the line. It's his 18th score of the year, but all tied at 2 in overtime. Simone Gagne beats Martin Brodeur for the game winner. New Jersey falls 3-2 in overtime.
Tennis and volleyball, two mainstays of summer, but what happens when you turn them into one game?
You get beach tennis.
Of course.
Of course. Harry Chickma of NBC Sports has a look at a hot new sport.
It's taking the country by storm. Beach Tennis USA.
The reason I brought this sport here is like chocolate chip ice cream, you know, from Haagen-Dazs. I loved it. You find someone, you want to bring it to people.
In 2002, Mark Altheim competed in the first ever international beach tennis event in Aruba. 2 years later, he founded Beach Tennis USA, and the rest is history.
We're calling this 21st century badminton. You could play on the grass. They play in the snow in Buffalo. So we're trying to make this a ubiquitous sport that anyone could play almost anywhere.
a sport for any location or surface. And needless to say, when you bring tennis to the beach, it makes the whole family happy.
I'm here with my children and my brothers, and we just have a great day of it. We bring our picnic lunch and we swim in the ocean between matches with the music and the camaraderie. It just doesn't get much better than this.
I think it's a lot more fun than regular tennis. I love being on the beach, love being with all the tennis players. I definitely have some bruises from getting hit, that's for sure, but it's a lot of fun.
And this sport is portable. You need a paddle, 2 net posts, and a net, and you're ready to go. Besides the surface, the rules do differ from conventional tennis. You only get 1 serve, the ball can't hit the ground, and if your serve hits the net and goes in, it's still in play.
There's music playing and you're diving in the sand and you kind of scream, do whatever you want. So it's kind of the opposite to what traditional tennis is. I really love the game. I love being at the beach.
In Long Beach, New York, Harry Chickmunk, NBC Sports. Sir Elton John, Billie Jean King, 2 legends, 1 in music, 1 in tennis, 1 cause. 17 times they've come together, and this year they bring with them some of the greatest tennis players to ever set foot on a tennis court. Andy Roddick, Serena Williams, Anna Kournikova, Lindsay Davenport, Tommy Haas, and more. Tonight they're all here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as World Team Tennis presents Smash Hits.